Well, in Ghana, in Africa, there are several factors or there are several activities that can actually break farmers, or there are several things that can actually break farmers, or actually, if care is not taken, will even stop them from farming. We know about the climate change, we know about the weather, we know about buying the wrong seeds, selecting the wrong site, and there is a lot of them which I can't actually state right now on our channel. Well, today we are in the farm of one young lady that we had once had an interview with, and she's doing a lot of things. But what's actually happening today in the farm is what we are going to discuss today. She has been able to share some ups and downs with her farming journey on our channel. We actually shared here. We'd actually be sharing the video in the description column for most of you out there to also what if you haven't had chance of watching that particular video. Well, today the story is different. We all know about the issues of Fulani herdsmen in Africa and in Ghana. So we're going to have a conversation with her as to what actually happened between her and that of the Fulani herdsmen regarding her maize farm. So if this is your first time of visiting our channel, kindly hit on the subscription button, turn on the post notification bell. That whenever we upload new videos, you'll be the first person to get an alert on your device. Until then, chill out and let's have a conversation with this young lady who is now suffering in the hands of Fulani herdsmen in her farm. Sedi, how is life?
At this point, I can't say life is fine, because these Fulani herdsmen have really shown me shaky.
Okay.
I was at home 2 days ago when I got a distress call from one lady in my neighborhood, and she said she spotted some Fulani herdsmen in my maize farm. So I rushed here quickly. Initially, it's supposed to take me 5 to 7 minutes to get here, but honestly, I had to walk through the bush at the back. I jumped. I was just hopping just to get to the place to realize that these Fulani herdsmen have covered the whole place with their cattle, and I think there were more than 100 grazing on my maize farm. It's actually 6 acres, and then we harvested 1 acre of yellow corn, and we were left with 5 acres of the white one. And then we came back and harvested 2. The rest of the 3 acres is what they came to destroy. They destroyed everything. If you look behind me, they've destroyed everything. You can't even see any proper maize on the field. They destroyed everything. So we managed to get hold of one of the cattle. I actually called Francis and then Isaac to rush here to help me. So they actually caught one in my potato farm. They even divided into 2. Half of them were here, and then half of them were in the potato farm as well. So they caught one in the potato farm, and then I had to rush there. I was actually chasing the one who was in the maize farm with the cattle. But I'm a lady. I can't do all that by myself, because those people, they are very dangerous with the kind of weapons they carry around. So I quickly had to come back and then go to the potato farm. I got there and one cattle was on the ground. I think it fell and then the others walked over it, so it couldn't stand up again. So that one, we managed to get the owner of the cattle. He came around. It was actually one of the Fulani guys who reported to him that they've caught one of his cattle in someone's farm. He came and then we were talking about the thing. They wanted to come and see the harm that has been caused here. He came and I don't know, it's like everything just turned around so quick. They just picked a motorbike and then went to the Adonai police station to go and report that we caught their cattle. Meanwhile, they are the ones who destroyed my farm. So I also went to the Petwe district police station to go and file a complaint. I got there, I filed a complaint that evening. It was late actually, around 6 o'clock. So I filed my complaint at the Petwe police station, and then the next morning, they came around to see, the police officer came around to see the damage as well. But on the day we went to report, someone called me that the Fulanis came to the potato farm where the cattle was with the police officers. And they picked the cattle to the Adonai police station in my absence.
Okay.
So we came back and realized it wasn't there. So we reported back to the Petwe police station that the cattle wasn't there. And so yesterday, the officer called me that they called the Adonai police station to follow up on the case. And then they told them, they asked the Fulanis to report to the Petwe district police station, because that is the right place to report, since our place, Akwete, is not under Adonai's jurisdiction. Since the day they told them to report to the police station, they've not been there. Yesterday, they didn't show up. Even today, I've not heard anything as to whether they showed up or not. And these people, honestly, they really have to pay me for the damage that they've caused, because it's not easy to farm. It is not easy to farm. The sleepless nights thinking, what should I do to make this farm work? It's not easy. If you see me doing spray here in the farm, you even think I'm a laborer. It's not easy to farm. Meanwhile, they keep encouraging us that you should go into farming. So if we are having issues with these Fulani people every day and nothing is done about it, what at all will encourage us to farm? Because it's not a small amount of money that I spent here. It is not easy. 5 acres of maize, it's not easy. Just look at the amount of money that has gone into this thing. And these people have just destroyed it within just a few minutes. And so if this thing, like this Fulani issue, if this thing is not sorted out, then we the farmers as well we will also start doing what we like. Because I can't farm for you to enter my farm and destroy it. Meanwhile, I can't come to your Fulani village to do anything to your cattle. So why would you leave your own village where you are supposed to stay and then feed your cattle there? You bring them into my farm to destroy the whole place. Just look at what they've done. Just look at what they've done. Just imagine the number of bags of maize I can get from these 3 acres they've destroyed. I've gotten nothing out of this place that they've destroyed. So with all the hard work and everything, what am I getting out of this thing? Meanwhile, the youth are supposed to go into farming. I decided not to do journalism at all and farm, because for me, I have the passion for farming. So with all this thing that is happening, if a youth out there is seeing this thing, do you think anybody will even have interest to go into farming again? Like, it is very bad. Why should we continue fighting with Fulanis as farmers in our own country? And I even wonder where they came from and who even allowed them into this country in the first place. So this thing that these Fulani people have done, like, it's very annoying.
Yeah, it's breaking.
This thing happened some time ago in one guy's tomato farm. They stabbed the guy to death. And the guy was buried, I think, somewhere last year around October, November.
As where exactly?
Around, what's the name? Around, is it Petue area or so? One of the places, if not Petue, to be Mango Tireke or somewhere.
Yes, within this jurisdiction.
Yes. They stabbed the guy just because he entered his farm and he complained. They just timed him, nobody was around, and they just killed the guy like that.
Wow.
Why should we continue dealing with these Fulani people all the time?
So, like, have you had any talks with any of the agric officers around to see what they can do about it?
Yes, I spoke to one of the agric extension officers at the district assembly, Sami. He came around and then he saw it for himself. So we spoke yesterday. I'm supposed to go to the district assembly to see the DCE today. So if I'm able to meet him, then I might as well report to him. Then we'll see how it goes from there. But honestly, these people have to pay me for the damage, because it is just too much. Let's just look behind you. There is nothing for you to pick from this place. There's nothing for you to pick from this place.
Now, like with what you're explaining now, from the conversation, that means they've destroyed 3 acres.
They've destroyed 3 acres. Exactly 3 acres out of the 5. They've destroyed the whole 3 acres out of the 5.
So was it that the Fulani herdsmen were breaking down the things for them, or like they were
inside, or the cattle were eating, and then they were also breaking it with their hands and putting it on the floor for them. So if you look behind, we actually had some of the corn at this side. They chewed it and it was left with half.
Oh, wow. Where is actually this place, right?
Yes. They chewed it and it was left with half. This is it. They were just breaking it down for them to be chewing. He was standing at this point. This was where we had the big sizes of the corn. He was just breaking it for them to be chewing, and the rest were inside. Some were here, like all over the place.
But the potatoes farm, did something happen to the potatoes?
The potato farm, they entered from behind, so they spot like 4 beds.
Oh, I see.
Luckily for me, they couldn't destroy all.
Wow. So now with the police issue, is it comme ça, or like they are trying to work things out for you? Since you said they've not gone to report yet, what's going to be the outcome if they are not able to solve the problem with the police? Now,
the Fulanis are supposed to report at the Petro police station, and they've not been there. So I spoke to the officer yesterday, and then he told me that they are trying to follow up on the case, and then it's like the Fulanis have not showed up. So right now, they have to take things into their hands and then look for them. So I actually have videos and pictures of these Fulanis who are the owners of the cattle. I have pictures and videos of them. Immediately I spotted them around. I just took videos and pictures because I know they can run away. So I have their videos and pictures. I sent it to him yesterday. So I'm actually waiting for a feedback from him. Then I'll know what next to do.
So the 3 acres, I know we had a video on this particular field some time back.
Yeah.
When we had multiple videos on all your farms. The 3 acres that they've destroyed now, how much is involved now that you think that you are losing right now? Because you started, I know you did everything combined. How much are we talking about now?
Okay, so from an acre, I'm actually supposed to get, if nothing at all, because it didn't rain properly. So if nothing at all, I should be getting like 20 of the 100 kg bags from an acre.
Oh, okay.
And right now, for me, I don't sell to the local market. There is someone who actually pays up from me. So that 25 bags, 20 to 25, I'm supposed to get like 20 to 25,000 per acre. So just multiply it by 3 acres and see how much I'm losing here.
You're losing a lot of money. Is it the first time that this is happening to you? Or
this is the first time it's actually happening to me, because I'm just 1 year into farming.
Oh,
this
I
is
see.
the first time it's actually happening to me.
So how is the feeling like? Do you think you will ever come back to this particular side of the farm, this land, to farm again? Since this is the first time, this is the first experience, and it's turning out to be bad, are you going to come back here to farm here again, knowing very well that there's a possibility of these herdsmen coming back to your field to destroy things?
So one thing I realized was that in the rainy season, I didn't have any issues with these Fulani people. So I think it's in the dry season that they actually do this, because everywhere is dried. Bushes are being burnt and all that. So they're actually looking for a place for their cattle to graze. That is why we are having this issue. But in the rainy season, you don't see them around. Even if you see them around, just 1 or 2 of them. But they don't really come this far. So I wouldn't say because they've damaged my farm or they've destroyed everything, I'm not going to farm again. Like I said earlier, nothing will make me give up on farming. No matter what, nothing will make me give up. But this thing they are doing, honestly, someone will say in our local dialect, my family Huaji. Honestly, I'm not going to be playing with these Fulanese anymore, because they are doing too much. So I also do what I can to also protect my farm.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, but has there been issues of they destroying people's farm within your vicinity?
Yes, there has been a lot of issues.
Oh, okay.
Francis and Isaac also had the same issue. It wasn't a small thing. They actually have like 15 cases against the Fulanis at the Kweto police station.
Oh.
So they also decided not to go and report again.
When they show up there, any positive
nothing, no positive outcome. So they also decided that when they see the cattle there, they will, even if they can get hold of one, they will get hold of it. When the owner comes, they will find him to pay for it before he takes his cattle away. Like, it's very bad.
But have they also been to the DCE before, knowing our system? Have they been?
I don't know if they've been there before. I don't have any information on that, but I know they've reported at the Kweto police station more than 15 times.
Because I know there are some localities, there is involvement of their MCEs and their DCE, where they collaborated with the agric extension officers and the agric office, that's Ministry of Food and Agriculture, to handle such issues, so that herdsmen don't go into people's farm destroying things. But you said you have no idea of whether it's
I don't know whether they've been there or not.
Locality.
Yes. I actually spoke to the Voter Regional Coordinating Council Director, Mr. Yannick, and then he asked me to see the DCE and then report to him as well, so that they will also take it up from there. Right. So I'm actually going to his office today to see if I can meet him and then also report to him as well.
All right, then we pray that we get the best outcome out of it, or the positive outcome out of it. Any other thing you want to tell your fellow farmers? Because we're actually in the off season. A lot of farmers are plowing their lands, they are weeding. People are doing a lot of things to get prepared for the rainy season. What do you think you can share with them? Somebody might also be watching this video who is suffering same like you're doing, or even worse than yours. Yeah, but you can't tell until you meet them. What can you tell somebody, especially beginners, to encourage them? Because somebody will actually watch this video and to even break the parents about I'm not doing it again. What do you think you can tell such an individual watching?
So as a beginner, this is one thing. I'm also a beginner anyways. So there are some of the things I've not experienced it before. This is my first time. And I actually broke down like 2 days ago. I couldn't eat. I broke down completely. I couldn't eat it. Today I'm recovering. So as a beginner, what I would say is that if you actually plant in the minor season, right? Let's say maize or anything that you can harvest within 3 to 4 months, or let's say particularly maize, right? Just make sure that when you plant in the minor season, don't be late with your harvesting. Because immediately we hit the Harmattan season, you start seeing them around. That is when they show up a lot. That is one thing I didn't know. So if I had known earlier, I would have harvested my maize by maybe end of December into the first week of January, and I wouldn't be having this problem. So that is one thing I realized. So as a beginner, don't give up. Please don't watch this video and give up that you won't farm because of this issue. And this issue has made me learn 1 or 2 things that I can actually put in place to avoid these things from happening. Okay, so as a beginner, you can decide to set some cameras around. We have these chargeable ones. We have the ones that comes with batteries, the small ones. You can set them around and connect it with your phone. When you are at home, you can be monitoring your farm from there. By the time they even think of getting here, you have seen it already and you can take action immediately.
But that involves a lot of investment.
You have to invest.
Get these cameras, and sometimes too, you can't be on the phone all the time.
All the time, yes, I understand. I understand, but sometimes you have to. not only the cameras, you can also get some 1 or 2 individuals around to be monitoring the place for you. Or maybe you can get 2 permanent people
Extra
to be,
cost.
yes, extra cost. You have to go for it, because sometimes what you spend to get all those things done cannot be compared to the amount you will lose if you don't do it. That is one thing I learned the hard way. So please don't give up on farming because of these issues. As for these Fulanis, they are everywhere. There are some parts of this district, they are not there because the people are wild on them and they are not able to step there. But there are some of our communities, I don't know. I came to realize that it is the chiefs and the landowners who are not doing anything about this whole issue. Because if they don't give the land to these Fulanis, I don't think they'll be here. And if you speak to them that they shouldn't invade into people's farms, or you warn them about this kind of things, and you take action as a community or chiefs or heads of the community, I don't think all these things will be happening.
Sure.
Yes, they give the lands to them. So they are the cause of our problems. But they are not saying anything, they are not doing anything about it. So what do they expect we, the user into farming, to do? So don't give up. Just continue doing your work.
But then they shouldn't give up.
I am broken, but don't give up. Don't give up.
So you heard her, she's saying she's broken, but then you shouldn't give up. So that's her story, a sad one, of course, because I don't know how come she's beginning as a beginner, a first timer, and she's having a lot of problems from the onset. The first video we shared with you, it was about how she's been able to lose a lot of money trying to do a particular type of crop. And this time around, it's time for harvesting, which is the joyous moment for every farmer. And here she goes again. Herdsmen, intruding her farm, they've actually invaded the whole place, destroyed 3 acres of cornfield, just gone like that. Huge sums of money, right? Well, I think we'll do our best to try and follow up as to what's actually going to happen concerning her reports, visiting the DCE, and all other activities regarding these 3 acres of farmland here, to see if there's going to be any positive report or any positive turnout concerning the 3 acres of farmland here. Until then, she said you shouldn't break. Don't give up. If you want to farm, you can still go ahead and farm, but then you just have to be very careful and be very cautious when it comes to dealing with the herdsmen within your vicinity or environment. Until then, see you guys in another one.